There are some emails that when you receive them, they automatically get deleted. You don't look at them, you don't think about them, you just know when you see an email from that company or that organization, delete immediately. But have you ever thought about what makes an email that people want to open? Maybe we could think about it like WWJD, what would Jesus do? Or maybe what would Jesus send? We want to think about emails unselfishly in this Word Made Digital tutorial. Hi everyone, my name is Joanna LaFleur. Welcome to Word Made Digital Tutorials. I can't wait to tell you later in this video about a partnership we're doing with Compassion Canada for the first time ever. I'm so excited about it in the month of June 2022, so stay tuned for that. But in this tutorial, we're talking about unselfish emails, or the WWJD of emails. What would Jesus do? Or what is a more Christian approach rather than a secular approach to thinking about emails? And ultimately, it comes down to, are we thinking of other people more than ourselves? So many emails, they come into our inbox in a way that just makes us immediately want to delete them because they don't have any relevance for us. It's all about the sender and what they want to know and what they want to get across, and not what we want to receive. So here's a few quick tips to make a WWJD, if I could say it that way, email. My first tip for unselfish emails is to make it human. What I mean by that is address it to a real person and make it sent from a real person. Now, a lot of email platforms can automate that for you. So if you've put in a spreadsheet that has everyone's first name listed beside their email address, it will say, "Hello, Joanna," when they open the email. You can even put their name in the subject if you would like to get their attention that way. But more importantly than their name is actually making it from your name or someone on your team's name. I see so many emails that go out that are from a generic company. There's no human face, there's no name attached, there's no one to talk to if you have a question or you want to follow up. Put it from a real person, and when they hit reply, they'll actually get that person. Now, if you're saying, of course, your database is huge, don't worry. Actually, most people will never actually reply. But if they get an email that comes from a real person, it begins a real connection and a personal relationship opportunity with them. Next tip is keep it as short as possible. People are busy. We want to respect their time. If you can say it in less words, say it in less words. I'm not talking about having to get rid of the good stuff, the things you really need to say, but make it as concise as possible. Use bullet points and bolding and the way you lay out the text so that people can quickly get through the whole email, and it doesn't feel like every time they get an email from you, they need 20 minutes and a bowl of popcorn just to get through it. Say it and be done. Next tip is to consider the time of day that you send emails. You know, I know that some companies are sending way too many emails in a day. It gets annoying. Or they send emails at a strange time of day when you're either too busy with other things that you don't have time to focus on it, or it's you're in bed, or you're going to bed, or it comes in on a weekend and then people feel like they have work to do. Think about the best time for your people to receive the content that you're trying to offer to them. That is when they're most likely to open and read it. Now, a lot of these email platforms will tell you when people open your email, what time of day. Or you can even check in these email platforms for industry standards. In your industry, or in the church and ministry realm, what is the most common nonprofit time to open an email? Send it at that time rather than the time that works for you. Plan, schedule, and correct to send at a time that people actually want to receive it and engage with your content. My last tip for today, and perhaps the most important tip for the WWJD of emails, is to be a non-anxious presence in someone's inbox. That is to decrease the anxiety in someone's inbox. I mean, I don't know how many of us have had that feeling where there's an email that you haven't clicked open on yet because you know there's gonna be something that you don't want to deal with in the email, whether it's a work project or a question or something you know you need to sign up for, but you just don't have time right now. I mean, some of that is normal, but as much as we can participate in it, be a non-anxious presence in someone's inbox. That is, we don't need to use the tools of the world with urgency and exclamation marks and these tricks that make people feel like, oh, if I don't open this, if I don't do this, if I don't follow that action, somehow my life is going to fall apart. It probably won't. It's just an email. So when we're sending group emails to people, try and think about how you can be a calming presence, a hopeful presence, a welcoming presence. Essentially, think of how you can shepherd and care for people, even in an email, in a way that doesn't reflect the worldly urgency and pressures to be something, to do something, and constantly be told by the emails we get that we're not enough, but this product or service or thing is going to help us. We want to offer the loving care of a shepherd when we send emails, and we do that as a non-anxious presence. Think about the emails that you love to receive that make you feel more calm, or the emails that you love to receive that make you feel cared for, that make you feel seen. And on the opposite, there are emails that you get and receive that do quite the opposite, make you feel stressed, make you not want to open it, make you feel like yet again you don't have the right things, do the right things, or say the right things. That's not how emails from a Christian organization should be sent. When we're thinking about the WWJD of emails, the what would Jesus do or the what would Jesus send, we want to come alongside people as a shepherd who loves the people who are sending emails to, is a real person sending those emails, and has their needs in mind when we write to them. All right, now I can't wait to tell you more about my partnership with Compassion on this exciting project, so check out this clip. Hi, my name is Joanna LaFleur. I'm from Word Made Digital, and I'm partnering with Compassion in a whole new way for the month of June. We are endeavoring to raise $4,000 to help build a sports and learning center for a village in northern Thailand. We are partnering with a small but mighty church of just 40 people, but they serve 378 kids and youth in their community. And they have lots of the same problems that youth do in our own communities, but they have this added challenge of poverty that makes them extremely vulnerable. And so the church is trying to make a generational impact with big vision for the future through providing the sports and learning center. We're going to be able to care for kids physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And I would love for you to partner with us. See, we always say at Word Made Digital, it's not just good news, but Jesus is the best news in the world. And one of the ways we can demonstrate that is through partnering with the local church in a project just like this to make impact, lasting impact in the local community. So would you join me, join Compassion? I'm going to give, would you give today? Thanks for checking out the WWJD of Emails tutorial. If you like this tutorial, we have a ton of others on the page, and all the time we're coming out with new tutorials. So stay tuned and go to compassion.ca/WMD in order to participate in our amazing opportunity in Thailand.